What's up everyone? Welcome back to the Vegan Test Kitchen. Today we are making Samosa stuffed baked potatoes and 5-minute mango chutney. And it better be 5 minutes because that's what the recipe says. Here's what you're gonna need. For the Samosa stuffed baked potatoes, frozen peas, peanut oil, unsweetened soy milk, cumin, turmeric, mustard seeds, coriander seeds, salt, 4 baked potatoes, 1 carrot, lemon juice, 2 garlic cloves, ginger. For the mango chutney, you're gonna need 1 large mango, red wine vinegar, ginger, sugar, 1 jalapeno, 2 garlic cloves, peanut oil, and asafoetida. Asafoetida. I don't really know if that's how you pronounce it, but apparently it's also called devil's dung. Not kidding. That should smell great. All right, the very first thing you're gonna do is get your potatoes and we're gonna bake them. So what we're gonna do is pierce each of these potatoes 4 to 8 times, they said. Oh, actually you wanna preheat the oven to 400. Yes, and then poke the potatoes. And then poke your potatoes, just like so. If you like my singing, you can buy my album here. Now we're gonna wrap these up in foil. Now that those are wrapped, we're gonna stick them in the oven for 1 hour. While those are cooking, let's put them in there first. While those are cooking, we're gonna start making the mango chutney, the 5-minute mango chutney. Calls for 2 teaspoons of grated fresh ginger, so I'm just gonna tear off some and see what happens. Let's chop the veggies and fruit. All right, now we're gonna get a small saucepan, heat it up. All right, we're gonna put the oil, garlic, ginger, and jalapeno in. And once it starts sizzling a little bit, we're gonna cook it for a minute. While that's cooking, let's go ahead and grab the asafoetida. Just a FYI, I have never bought this before, mainly because it's super hard to find. You have to go to an Indian grocery or you might be able to find it at an Asian market. But it's named devil's dung for obvious reasons. And I've heard it's so pungent that a lot of people won't cook with it. So I'm a little scared. For seasoning, not for direct consumption. Let's open it. Oh, well. I don't understand how this was even made. Like who thought to do this? It smells absolutely wretched. Okay, that's all we're doing. Apparently this is a really popular spice in Indian dishes. I hope that the smell goes away because I feel like I enjoy Indian food typically and I don't know about all that. Now we're gonna add the mango, the sugar, and the water. Now we're gonna turn up to medium and then cover it and cook for 3 minutes until boiling. Yeah, it's longer than 5 minutes. It's definitely longer than 5 minutes. All right, now that it's boiling, what we're gonna do is add the red wine vinegar and the Satan poop. I hope this doesn't ruin everything. I feel like I need to throw that teaspoon away. We're gonna mix it up and then boil it for another minute uncovered. Oh. I sure hope that flavor profile changes because that does not smell good. Okay, now that's cooked for another minute, what we are going to do is stick it in the freezer for, the book says 130 minutes. We're not doing that because I'm not waiting 2 hours. So we are gonna put it in the freezer until we finish everything else. And you're supposed to stir it often while it's in the freezer. All right, now that that's done, we're gonna start on the filling for the Samosa stuffed baked potatoes. All right, let's chop the veggies. All right, we're gonna crush these damn coriander seeds again. It specifically said coriander seeds crushed, not ground. All right, it's been an hour. Let's check the potatoes. They're supposed to be easily pierceable with a fork. They are indeed. So we're gonna open them up and let them cool off a little bit while we cut the other vegetables because we're going to scoop out the insides. Okay, so you're supposed to cut them in half lengthwise. You're supposed to scoop these out and leaving about 1/4 of an inch of the potato in there where the skin is and try not to ruin the skin, it says. It also says don't be a perfectionist. First, let's stir the chutney. So you're leaving the skin, ow, okay. We'll have to let it sit for a little bit. Still really hot. Okay, oddly enough, it does not say how long they should cool for. We're gonna let them cool for 5 minutes. Let's try this. Still really hot. 5 more minutes. All right, let's try it again. Still really hot, but probably manageable. Maybe. This is still really f***ing hot, but I'm impatient. Who needs fingerprints, right? Just keep drinking the wine. Just keep drinking the wine. I'm super impatient, which is why I'm doing this. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna flip these actually. That would be really smart, wouldn't it? To flip these. So the little bottoms can cool faster. All right, this one's destroyed. I think I can smell the devil poop from the freezer. Let's stir the chutney. All right, now we're gonna take the potatoes and mix them with soy milk. All right, now that that's done, we're gonna get a medium skillet and heat up the oil in it. Medium-high heat. I'm actually gonna leave a little bit of it in there because we're gonna brush the inside of these skins in a second. All right, now we're gonna add the coriander seeds and the mustard seeds. And the mustard seeds should start popping. If they don't, turn the heat up. I'm hearing popping. Okay, now that they're popping, we're gonna let them pop for about a minute. And since they're flying everywhere, we're gonna put a lid on it. Okay, now we're gonna add the onion and the carrots for about 7 to 10 minutes until they start to brown a little bit. There's definitely an Indian flair going on in this kitchen right now. Smells good, it's a nice change. All right, the onions are just starting to brown, so now we're gonna add the ginger, garlic, and then saute for a minute more. Now we're gonna add the cumin, turmeric, and salt with a splash of water. Bam. We're gonna stir it around, and then we're gonna add the mashed potatoes. And it said also that to add a little bit of water if you need to. Yeah, we're definitely gonna add some water. All right, it says to heat the potatoes through. They look pretty heated. So now we're gonna add the peas. You're supposed to rinse these off too. They're frozen. I already did that. Mix that up until the peas are cooked through. So now it says to add the lemon juice to taste. I'm just gonna put the whole half lemon in there because that's what it calls for. Turn off the heat, and we're going to brush the inside of the potatoes with a little bit of the oil. I butchered some of these. We're gonna take this mixture and put it in each of these potatoes. God, that's hot. Now, while we're doing this, if you haven't left the oven on, turn it on to 400 right now. So I feel like I have a lot of filling left over. I'm just gonna like stuff these. Poor little lonely potato. That looks good. Now we're gonna bake it for 20 minutes. Whew, I don't know about you, but that wore me out. Pan was kind of heavy. All right, we're gonna take the chutney out of the freezer. The 5-minute chutney. It took longer than 5 minutes. Give it a good stir. I have to say, the devil's poop doesn't really, it smells fine. So I guess it meshed well with everything. Don't forget to turn your oven off. I'm only gonna put chutney on one side. Let's try it. If you're feeling adventurous, want something a little bit different, make these. There's a spiciness with the jalapeno that's in the mango chutney. The mango chutney is actually good. It's an interesting, if you've never had chutney, it's like a sweet and spicy thing. Obviously the mangoes and the jalapenos. It's good, it's really filling. I imagine that if I ate just one whole potato, I would be done. But the flavors of it are really nice. They're just different and interesting if you're not used to that kind of Indian flair to food. You know what would also be really good on this? That cheesy sauce. That would be delicious if you want to completely ruin the whole vibe. I would probably make this for like a dinner party type thing because they're kind of elaborate. I feel like it's elaborate anyway. There's just a lot to it, and it's just such a unique flavor that you don't usually eat this every night, I don't think, or at least I don't. That's probably what I would cook it for like a special occasion for like people. As always, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. If you liked it, hit a thumbs up. I would love you for it. And of course, continue to watch and subscribe and all that good stuff and share and be awesome. And I will see you next time.